last 3 days, we have been talking, the people who are in this basics shirt, we have been talking about last 3 days, deliberating on the basics project, what we have been doing, what we set out to do, and where we are and where we are going forward. But let me set a context to what we are doing to the people who have joined us today. Cassava, we all know, is a big crop in Nigeria. But let's see where this context, what is the context of our project here. The largest acreage in the world dedicated to cassava is in Nigeria. The largest production is in Nigeria. But look at it, 7 million hectares and 55 million tons of production almost in Nigeria. But if you dig deeper, we look at it, about 7 or just more than 7 tons per hectare is the production. And it is a general knowledge, and as Dr. Dixon also mentioned, there are 3 things that go into getting a good yield. One is the agronomy of it, the soil care, the pest and disease control and all that. And the weed is very important in cassava. And third thing, or the first thing I would say, is a seed. So these 3 things are the major things that will bridge the yield gap. And we have been talking about 7 million tons of production per hectare as an average, as we saw in the first slide. So let me point out what is the opportunity cost that we are paying by not looking at these 3 things, the seed, weed, and agronomy. If you look at this, at 7 million hectares, we are getting 55 million tons. But if we get 20 million tons, which has been the target of many projects that are going on, the 7 million hectares would give us 140 million tons. So we are losing 85 million tons every year. And if, for argument's sake, we say these 3 things, the weed, seed, and agronomy, each contribute 30% towards bridging this yield gap, we are losing 25 million tons purely because of seeds. If we improve the seed, use better varieties, use more stronger, cleaner, more robust seeds, we should be able to get 25 million tons extra yield. And at 20,000 naira per ton, we are talking about a 500 billion naira opportunity every year. So we are talking about huge opportunity in seed. And I'm happy to state that this project, which has started with the help of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, is working in that area. And but also, if you look at it, we all know that seed system is important. There are various projects that are working on that, and we are talking about the seed system. But what are we looking at here? We are looking at something which is not moving. Okay? We all know it's important, but it has not been moving. So what is this project trying to do? We are trying to put in the wheels to this whole seed system car that I'm representing here. We have a fast multiplication technology, which one of the component leaders will speak very shortly about. And we have a cassava seed tracker, which is trying to bring in all the stakeholders together in quality assurance, the seed certification, etc. And then we have 2 more wheels, people. We are working with village seed entrepreneurs. We are building their capacities. We are working with processors. Some of the processors are here today. We'll be talking with them as well. So we're building all the people power which is involved across the value chain in the seed system. And we are also setting the rules of the game. How do we increase the whole game of cassava? We are setting up the rules of the game with the help of FMAD and NASC. We are saying what quality parameters should be there, what protocols should be there. So based on all these things, but even if we do all these things, we have seen with the experience in other countries, it will not move unless we bring in a business orientation. And that is the core of this project, the business orientation across all the activities across the value chain.